We are live on Otterception TV. So, the Empire of Aquitaine is extensive and weird, and at the moment almost everyone in the world is in a defensive pact against me.
What, again? You have a way with people, don't you?
Well, yes.
Which colour is the Empire of Aquitaine?
Currently it's this yellow thing because I'm in the defensive pact map to see if there's anyone that's not in the defensive pact against me.
Yes.
Everything in dark grey.
You don't seem to have
Like
taken a
these
piece of map quite large enough for Aquitaine to be written in really big text.
Yeah, well,
No, it's a bit fragmented.
yes, that's because it's a bit of a state. So there we are. I'm most of the sort of mauve colour on the map. Though there are some bits of mauve that aren't me if you zoom in a bit. Well, it looks like one of them's been taken over by the Holy Roman Empire. So
A confusing large bit of you on the very far side of the HRE.
yeah, well, there's little blocks
She
of me.
recruited some councillors who happen to have claims on that area.
It's true. So yeah, let's just check that. So that's county claim. That's my wife's claim. No, that is my wife's claim, but she's a woman and I can't land her. Defensive pact. Holy Roman Empire, and it's a woman. Holy Roman Empire, defensive pact. Single county. Holy Roman Empire, defensive pact. Georgia, however, is back up on the list of people I can have a war with. It's not part of a defensive pact against me.
Do it have any entertaining allies?
It's only got 5,000 people, so unless it's got some very
But
entertaining
it's
allies.
allied with like the Holy Roman Empire.
No, it's allied with Cappadocia, which has like 7,500 people. So, you know, they're reasonably serious. Right, let's declare war on you. This is going to do nothing for my threat. Absolutely nothing at all. Right, where's Georgia? There's Georgia. Right. So, sub-realms, you say. Oh yeah, of course we can raise. Only 7,000 from England. How very disappointing. Right, anyway, let's insert you into a ship. Ship you lot over there. Let's raise you lot. Insert you into a ship. Ship you over there. Ship, shippity, ship, shippity, ship, 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 ship. Ship you over there. Over there. Let's leave Aquitaine alone, but however, let's go, hooray! Portugal have an Atlantic coast. Brilliant. Not quite sure why I've only got so few people from Portugal, but apparently I'm just going to have to live with that. Possibly because everyone's still pissed off because of the Crusade. That's probably it, isn't it? So let's leave people behind in Aquitaine. We've raised England. However, let's raise Ireland. And let's ship you off over there. Of course, at this point I should really start seeing whether I can do multiple wars at once. And it's the unpausing everyone leaving the defensive pact. But I am totally not taking advantage of that, so, you know. Let's shove you over there, find out what's happening. Did I in fact set the Irish lot off? Yes, I did. I just thought I would check that before I'm, you know, like, somewhat embarrassed. I've got over 101,000 prestige now, so, you know, I think this is getting reasonable. Right, so let's glue you together, shunt you back on the ferry trip across the back sea. You not. Off we go over there. Let's also do a little bit of reorganisation. Let's try and do a little bit of reorganisation. You lot together. Oh, sorry, you lot, right. You ship you there. I want 7,000. So this. And right, off we go. Let's maybe make people walk slightly faster than, you know, a stunned stoat. What's the terrain there? Going to be mountains. Okay, that's going to be okay. Okay, right. So you're going there. Let's drag you in there. there. Let's bracket you in there. And let's see what happens. Do I have? Let's go for prestige over piety. Also, I think I'm trying to have children at the moment, so you know. Right. Let's try bribing the Count of Hesse. Okay. Right. So damn it. You are okay, you're actually my daughter. Fine. Matrilineal marriage. Matrilineal, I think. There we go. Right, 12% more score. Hooray. So let's find my big army, march that lot over there. You lot go over here. You lot go over there. Dismiss you. Dismiss you. Shove you up there. Right. So, Georgia. Right. Okay, there we go. That's all looking reasonable. Over there. Finally getting everyone in the right place. Fortunately we survived that battle, although it was quite a bit of a squeaky one. Squeaky one. Squeaky weaky. Yes. Well, it was mountainous and I cocked up, well, I couldn't quite arrange the troop arrival times to be really good. So you're still in retreat. That's fine, we'll just do the usual trick of leapfrogging people over other people. Right. Glue you lot together. Do we have anyone good? Right. Aquitainian. What was that?
Oh, Alania.
No, it's Adrian. What?
I would have sworn that this read Mania from a distance.
Ah, Alania, yeah.
Yes.
That's this one here, for those following along at home. Portuguese, Castilian, de jure, holding what? Okay, whatever. Holding in Narbonne is under siege. Is it from someone relevant? Cappadocia. Yes, it is. So... Who have we got available? Let's stick Matthias in there. Hamid and Peel. Let's wait for a bit. I still have a few people I can raise. Glue you lot together. Right, you're besieging nice big forts. So it's sort of back to France and see if it's time to Toulouse. Yeah, when I get there I'll raise my oh yes, I started 2 new great works building after the crusade. No, you lot. Stop it. Damn it. I didn't want you to break off that siege. I accidentally clicked in the wrong place with the wrong thing selected. Oh look, everyone's joining the defensive pact against me. I wonder why. Can't possibly be because I'm, about to slaughter everyone. So, oh yeah, time doesn't happen when you're paused. Who knew? Right. Army of Matthias arrives in Narbonne. Frankly, at the moment I don't really need to worry much about money. Though why he's ended up in command of the centre, I have no idea. Still, it's not going that badly. Right, well, states. What is happening in Georgia? We are gently starving to death because it's hard. It's hard to get your troops doing stuff. Especially when you accidentally walk them into the next county by mistake. Whoops. So, let's make it go a little bit faster. Because besieging things, still boring. Right. So, let's see if we can turn our little daughter Constanza into someone who's less shy. Let's just check what my family situation is. Yes, I've got 2 daughters at the moment. Ooh, excellent. We've nicked some more tech from Constantinople. Brilliant. Can we do anything with it yet? can invest in cities and temples, which means we can scroll back over to Narbonne and not build anything. Bugger. Of course, Narbonne is not a city. Stoat. Hooray, we want a siege. Damn it, something's... Oh dear, it's my spy master. Well, you're also one of my better commanders, so can we shop for a better spy master? Like the Mysticos of Alania. Let's invite you to court. Although I realise you're the wrong religion. Oh well, I'll just have to ask you to convert. Because that's, you know, unfortunate. Appoint new spy master. Right click. Demand religious conversion. Convert. It's a county. I don't want the county, I want an actual duchy or a kingdom or something. Right, let's get to studying technology in Constantinople. Not that my other, like, 3 spy masters or 3 previous spy masters have been murdered for, you know, doing justice. You know, no worries.
Masters getting murdered. That seems a bit inactive. Surely
Well-
masters get hold and send minions out to get murdered.
You would hope, but no, they don't seem to do this very often. Right, so, who are you? You're the Duke of Cordova. Let's see if we can... No, let's not grant you the viceroyalty. Let's see if we've got someone else who's in a position to do this. Right, let's grant you the viceroyalty. You are at least the right damn religion. So... How did I acquire the drunkard trait? I don't remember acquiring the drunkard trait. Oh well, whoops, I've lost Georgia again. So... right. Doesn't look a very brilliant strategist, but okay.
So someone is now of legal age and has instantly become a brilliant strategist. It's something you get as an 18th birthday present.
16th.
Whatever.
But yes,
Basically...
when a character reaches 16, they acquire one of 20, something like that. Yes, no, 20. Yes, 20 different traits that make them good at certain things, based on whoever happens to be educating them at the moment they turn 16.
For one blessed moment of their childhood, they actually listen to the teacher.
Up to a point. I mean, they don't necessarily acquire exactly the same one. It's based on, so it will usually be of the same class of thing. So that's why, you know, I think someone I was guardianing as a Grey Eminence turned out to be a Naive Pisa. Because Naive Pisa is in the class of... Naive Pisa.
Oh, Appies. Some very strange yellow 101.
Anyway, no. But basically, because Naive Pisa and Grey Eminence are both in the sort of diplomatic class, based on my, the Guardian's Grey Eminenceness, you ended up with something in the same class, though unfortunately, in that case, not nearly so good. How are we doing here? Infidels should tremble, yes. Not sure they will, though. No, we just have to sit here and wait for that to arise. I think under the circumstances we can dismiss that lot, which will A, cheer up the vassals, and B, do a little bit for my economy. Hooray, we're back in credit again. Not much in credit because we're spending a lot of money building things. So yeah, Constantia has become an underhanded rogue, which is in the stabbing people, the spy master category of stuff. Come on. Oh no, sorry, it's in the diplomacy class. I always forget that because it feels like it should be more stabby. So you lot, let's march you into that county to meet up with everybody else. Who is my current heir? My current heir is, oh yeah, my nephew, who is, Jesus, my nephew's good, right, yeah, we want to keep him. Let's hope he doesn't drop dead before anything goes wrong,
Don't you
really.
also have a daughter? Or am I maybe one generation adrift now?
I think you're one generation, well, I mean, she's
Yeah, she looks like she's
10
turned
and
out
she's
all right.
quite promising.
She,
She's 8 and is less promising.
yeah.
I'm also trying to have a son because the problem is that, you know, you get an automatic penalty for, you know, women unless you're Cathar. Then you
Well,
have
don't you
problems.
also get a penalty just for having a female heir?
Yeah,
So even if she gets elected, you get a continuous penalty for the fact that she's popular.
yes.
Now, there's a reason why they vote for her. It's because she's brilliant,
Yes.
even though she's female.
No, so yes, my nephew has now come of age and become a grey eminence. 29 diplomacy. Wow. I mean, he's only like 12 years younger than me. Ooh, we should get him married. She's turned out a bit useless. Let's gain 300 prestige. I think when we betrothed them, he was looking promising, but not like that good. Not that overwhelmingly good anyway. So let's just have a look at how we are doing on the war score front. It's looking good. There were so many holdings in this place. Portuguese War for Cordova. Well, good luck with that. I'm very pleased if you win. Oh dear, has something happened to one of my commanders? Something's happened. Also, something's happened to all of my minor titles. Maybe we'll go round and deal with that afterwards. You're all a bit lackluster. Let us go to the commander shopper. That's the wrong button. Let's invite you. On the grounds that I like having at least 2 organisers around. Right. 88% more score. Now what are we besieging? A city? No, bishopric.
See the whole bishopric.
Besiege a bishopric. There's 438 of you in a 3.5 fort. I'm not quite sure how you're resisting, except possibly by playing hide and seek with us. 93% more score. Now we're besieging another bishopric. Woohoo! So, right, and then when we're done with this place, we'll go to the place north of that, because that's only got a 6.5 fort as opposed to a 7.5 fort. So let's unpause so that, you know, we can actually besiege the little bishopric. And let's assault it, it's boring. Right, let's wander off to CK and sit down outside its fort. Let's just make sure our claimant is still alive and our claimant still has a barony. Brilliant. Can't speed things up by assaulting things because... Oh look, there's the Georgian army. I don't think they're going to be in time to do anything. The Stoats, really. I don't know where they wandered off to, but I don't think that really helped as such. Someone left the defensive pact. How nice of them. I don't think that's going to last long, because I think there's a real risk that we're going to win this war, and then I suspect our threat is going to go right up. Well, certainly it's going to go up past 75% to the point where everyone in, you know, other...
the trick of going, hello, pagans.
Nice knowing you.
Would you like a holy war?
Is not going to work, because then all of Christianity goes, yes, you and whose army, and I'll go, oh.
Army, but it's not that big.
Yes. Come on, win this siege before that lot decide to settle down somewhere. Come on. So close. But we're going to win this siege almost certainly before they... Aha! There we are. 100% war score. Release the otter. Yoink. Ooh, we have built some more of the Narbonne fortress, so... Let's build the torch chamber.
The ruler of half of Europe has today in Poitou. You think I've devolved several days down the management hierarchy.
What was that, sorry?
Building a torture chamber.
Well, it's
standard planning detail when you build every single castle, building, keep, dungeon.
Oh, but this is the Emperor's personal torture chamber, maybe, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, 100% threatening.
Setting the general policy of we do or don't torture, or we do it like this, and we do it under these circumstances, but building one specific torture chamber, if you can't do it.
No, let's not go toward the Holy Roman Empire, they're scary. I can't go to war for the Kingdom of Aragon because that's with the Holy Roman Empire. Africa, in theory, would be possible, but defensive pact. Right, so basically, war is right out at the moment. Let's check. Right. Have no levies levied. Let's hold a grand tournament.
War is right out. Let's have a sports day.
Pretty much.
Oh,
So,
terrific.
Commander of Aquitaine. Right, well we have a... Right, we're going to sack you as a commander because you're terrible. Not quite sure why you're a commander in the first place. Let's invite you to court. Let's check on the factions. You are, okay, you're already keeper of the swans, so I can't bribe you with anything better there. Guardian of knowledge. Right. Right. Cupbearer. Doof. Yeah, no character means there's no one in that position, and that's precisely why I am going through and frobbing this so that I can improve people's opinion of me. Right, okay. So, Mr. Bott, I expect you to hold a tournament. What have I got counting wise? Right, tournament has started. Look, people have joined the defensive pact against me. It's not at all surprising. Right, let's not bother me with the details about which of my people have been maimed horribly. Let's just see if I can declare war on the African revolt. I can't. Well, why would I declare war on the African revolt? Mostly because they're the only people that aren't in the damn defensive pact. So the Count of Sussex is third in my tournament. One of the commanders of Ulster is there. And the commander of Worms. Right, so... let's hold a summer fair. Hang on, one thing I haven't done, which I should do, the hilarious jester at some fair, is start building stage 3 of the Narbonne fortress. Which of course I should do while I have lots of crusade cash kicking around. Right, let's try and be in love with my wife in the hope that, one day there may be lemon-soaked paper children. Or in this case, sons. Right, let's...
I suppose children are prone to be soaked in really anything that they can... anything left unguarded in the kitchen, but...
That's true. Right, there we are. there we are. We had a summer fair. Excellent. Conversion to Catholicism is heartily approved of. Everyone joining the defensive pact is kind of annoying, but we'll deal with it. It'd be nice if there were any sign of anyone, leaving the defensive pact, but, it is what it is. Hopefully my lot are going to take over Leon. Let's create the Duchy of Powys. Because I can. Right. So, Kingdom of Galicia, Volhynia. Excuse me while I go and click on it to find out where the hell it is. Oh, right, it's that bit. So, you are the new Duke of Volhynia. You don't like me very much. Is there anyone that's a Christian? I mean, the right kind of Christian. Right. Let's do this the traditional way via getting conversion. So you are my nephew. He's already possessed, good lord. Right, let's assign him a guardian. Let's hold a feast. Woohoo! Right, so arbitrary. Alright, well let's do the thing that might get me to be just. Unfortunately it means I'm down one marshal. But,
I found a web page claiming that the intermittent pen was to do with static charge build-up, and that if you wait while holding on to the side of the iPad, it won't glitch, and it hasn't glitched since I tried doing that.
Interesting. It's
Yes.
plausible because I think they do use electrostatics for the communication somehow, because the protocol that I can't remember quite what it stands for, but I think that the protocol's name is something electrostatic that my pen uses. Of course, yours is an Apple thing and is thus weird and does not use whatever Wacom protocol the Dell pen uses. But yes, it would not be entirely surprising. You might be able thus to fix this by sorting out a somewhat conductive surface to put it on rather than needing carefully hold it.
But, I mean, currently it's resting in the sort of rubbery
Yes,
case. Isn't it?
yes, which may tend to insulate it fairly well. See, if I were in a position where I could just wander into work, I would grab an old Sun disposable wrist strap.
What?
Sun, when they sent you out parts to be replaced in servers, would generally send you at least one disposable anti-static wrist strap, which is essentially a long piece of tape with a graphite strip down the middle of it, so that would allow you would stick one end around your wrist and stick the other end onto the chassis of the server you're working on, and that would mean that you were at least broadly speaking the same potential as the server, and weren't, for instance, a few thousand volts off it because you just walked across a nylon carpet.
And that's not going to earth things through you to the floor.
Well, it doesn't earth very much through you to the floor. As in, it's a fairly high resistance, and its purpose is to ensure that you're not wildly off the potential of the chassis.
It's the potential difference that makes you go, yow, I just
Okay,
zapped
but
myself.
It is a higher potential than before.
This is electrical potential, not gravitational.
Well, no, I know, but surely if it's got some zappy charge going through it.
It's usually no. Your server has probably been plugged into the mains fairly recently, and is thus probably at about Earth potential. The problem is that humans generally aren't plugged into the mains and wear insulating shoes
Okay.
and walk on nylon carpets, which generate exciting charges.
Okay, I don't know how it physically works.
And so this tends to mean that humans who have just walked across an office can have really exciting voltages on them. At least across our office at work, where I frequently got entertaining shocks off my laptop, which apparently Mac laptops are Earthed, at least if they're plugged in, connected to the mains.
It's Tiny Panda.
But this means that we have a large stock of things you can stick to your wrist and then stick to another object to keep you at more or less the same potential as it. And that conveniently flat and thus can probably be applied to the back of the iPad and then escape round the edge of its rubber case.
Can't ransom many prisoners. I ransomed one. It's just not trying hard enough. Right, we're still extremely threatening. We still have an independence faction, but... Right, you... Oh, right, you've died. Well, I don't need to worry so much about that. Ooh, and he's even the right religion. Brilliant. That's gonna, help things out a lot. We can hold another summer fair while we wait for people to go, but he's a lovely fluffy bunny and not like someone who just took over an entire kingdom. So how... Ooh, 62,000 states. We have a non-aggression pact with the Holy Roman Empire. Of course we have a Holy Roman aggression.
I think you deliberately married someone to a princess.
I
of the Holy Roman
did!
Empire,
That was...
partly in order to get a non-aggression pact
with
with
the Holy... Yes,
I mean, that
yes.
also means that they won't join a war against you as a result of a defensive pact.
Yes.
Even if they are a member of the defensive pact.
But there are other problems. That result. So you're not part of the defensive pact against me. The Ruthenian revolt. Oh, I don't have a casus belli. Okay, that's a good reason. As you are. Right, who are you? You are the African revolt. We still don't have a casus belli. Fine. Right, so butter up my wife, gain 1 learning, and butter up one of my viceroys, who quite likes me anyway. My learning isn't fantastic. Let's have theatre as a reflection of the world, and all the men and women merely hamsters. Eep.
I totally did not predict the hamsters.
Eep. What are we doing to get through so many commanders?
Maybe I did them from the front.
It's possible. Let's also turn up time a lot so that anything at all happens, because realistically right, well, I'm going to sack you as a commander on the grounds that you're useless. That does mean I now need to shop for another commander. States.
Well, the previous 6 may have got killed, but this one at least you know what happened to him.
Yes, it's true. I'm just not sure why he was a commander in the first place. With his, 6 martial skill. Because I didn't need to butter anyone up that badly. Aha, we've finished building the torture chamber for the Narbonne fortress. Brilliant. Right. Let's hold a feast. Let's build another thing on there. Let's build a historical mural. Let's build another mural. Let's patronise some musicians. Let's send out our marshal to hunt for boar. Let's spend lavishly on food, because, however, that's made us fat, but being fat is much better than being on a diet for the security of the realm. Although I think
Another commander bites the dust. Oh, actually says that.
doof, 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 doof. Apparently it was one of my minor commanders because it's not come up on my list. Oh, the Basileus has left the defensive pact. Do I have any good claims against him? We have approximately 1 billion county claims, but no claims on dukedoms. How very disappointing. Right, you are the viceroy of Pechenegs. You are quick. Let's do the thing. So peasant revolt. Where is the peasant revolt? Right, there we are. Oh, okay. Well, that took a long time. Didn't even get my troops there in time to do anything. Silly pedants.
Well, perhaps the news that they were on their way scared some of the collaborators.
It's possible. So, maybe let's spend some of my ridiculous money on some home improvements. Like some castle fortifications. English Leonese excommunication war has ended. I don't think that's got us very much, but whatever. Alright. Tuva. Let's build some fortifications. Ooh. As they say, phew. I'm not going to hold a summer fair again. Summer gets here, you say. Still don't want county. Try and get actual duchy or something. States.
About halfway through March,
Yes.
we've had, I think, our kings. We could only 2 scarves.
I could interlude with scarves. Let me just. Ooh, right.
You could keep playing, but then Brenda's the point of seeing the thing.
Yes.
Well, technically, I can see it here.
I'm going to.
The 30-second delay.
It,
We could have,
I'm going to
we
make
could have Crusade
Chiselbert
Kings with surreal-
disappear.
Scarf commentary.
Yes.
I think I'm going to save and stop and go back to playing Croft.
And then half an hour decimal.
Okay, what year is it?
It is 1401.
Strange airships go crap.
Has anything happened?
Yeah, I took over Georgia. Good night, stream.
Well, you
or
could do the stream one
pause
and they can listen
stream.
to a